So if the parents, if two non-Jews or a non-Jewish woman decides to convert while she's pregnant and the baby's still in her stomach, if she dips in the mikveh while she's pregnant, that baby is born Jewish. Born Jewish doesn't need to do anything. But if the baby is already in the world, even if he's 1 day old, he dips into the mikveh with his mother, but he has to return back to the Beit Din 13 years later if he's a boy, or 12 years later if it's a girl, to be in front of the Beit Din and accept all Malchut Shamayim. He has to accept the Torah of Shamayim, accept to be a Jew for the rest of his life or her life. Now, if they did what they were supposed to do, which is live a Jewish life, there's no way that that baby is not going to know that he's not supposed to come back to the Beit Din at 13 years old or at 12 years old. Because if you're living a Jewish life, that means you're learning Torah every day. That means you're going to remember what you learned in order to convert, because you converted for the right reason, and it's going to be on your mind for another 12, 13 years. You're not going to forget, you're not going to not know, because it's part of your conversion. They already tell you this. At the Beit Din, we tell the people, this is what happens, this is what you have to do, so on and so forth. But if the person converted for the wrong reason, converted for marriage reasons, converted for money reasons, converted for society reasons. I know one guy that wanted to convert because he figured that if he becomes Jewish, he'll become successful like Jews too. Bemet, he actually told me this. The level of stupidity of people today is reaching new heights. So he wanted to convert because he wanted to be successful, because Jews are successful. So he thought that that's what happens at the mikveh. They give you like a check, a blank check. So anyway, you know, get a mikveh, get a siddur, get a blank check. So if the people converted for the right reason, they're not going to not know this. They're going to know this. If they converted for the wrong reason, there's a very good chance their conversion is rejected by heaven anyway. And even if it wasn't rejected, it was authentic initially. The point being, Rabotai, it's problem from the beginning. It's problem from the beginning. If the kid's 12, 13 years old and he doesn't know that he's supposed to go back to the mikveh, most likely that means that the parents are secular. Most likely that means that the parents did not have the conversion for the right reasons. And unfortunately that happens many times. I have a guy told me that he converted 16 years ago, but one thing led to the other. He fell in love with a non-Jewish woman and ended up marrying her. Right now he's a Jew with 4 non-Jewish kids. He's a Jew because he converted 16 years ago. But he's a Jew with a non-Jewish woman and 4 non-Jewish kids. I told him, you should have just stayed not Jewish. He says, yeah, I know, I'm sorry, this, that. I'm sorry to me. Well, my God. You're in deep trouble right now. Why? Because you have to get a divorce. What if she converts? I said, okay, let her convert. He goes, no, but she believes in J.C. Penney. I said, okay, so why'd you ask? So, point is, Rabotai Kareem, is that you have to think before you make actions. So a person that's going to convert has to think about it 1,000,000 times. It's not so easy to be a Jew. You don't have to convert. If you want to, Chazaku Baruch, good for you. It's a fantastic thing to do. But only if you can fulfill Hashem's will. I have many times converts that were converted through other rabbis, and they come to me with questions, and I say, how did you not know this? And they allowed you to convert. Like basic Aleph Bet questions. By the time we bring somebody to the Beit Din to convert, they're more religious than me. I don't understand how some of these people are allowed to convert. They don't know anything. They don't know what Muktzeh is. One son told me his mom converted 20 years ago. I said, okay, so what's the problem? He goes, she doesn't know what Shabbat is. What do you mean she doesn't know what Shabbat is? How'd she convert? He goes, I don't know, I'll show you. He sent me a certificate of some rabbi that signed it. I said, take that certificate and use it as toilet paper. Why? Because the conversion is fake. If your mom did not know what Shabbat is 20 years ago already, according to the Gemara in Masechet Avodah Zarah and many other places, she's not considered a convert. Because Wait, so does that mean I'm not Jewish? I said, exactly. It means you're not Jewish. You want to be Jewish, you have to convert yourself. Because you're breaking my heart. I said I didn't do it. Your mom did. Your rabbi did. Go complain to them. I didn't do it. I'm just telling you the truth. You want to be a Jew, that's what you have to do. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news. This is what halacha is. Wait, you think I wrote it? I think Hashem sent me an email, said, Yaron, what do you think about this halacha? Yes or no? What do you think about this one? Well, multiple choice. Yes, no, maybe. A, B, or C, Yaron. Which one you pick? What do you think? He asked for my permission? I just tell you guys what it is, and that's it.